Disbelief or kufr is sometimes misunderstood in some quarters, as you can see on net. The word kufr in Arabic means to conceal, to hide, to suppress, or to cover up. Literally, the night is also called kafir because night hides the day. Cloud is called kafir because it hides the skies, the sun. Then a farmer is called kafir because farmer hides the seeds under the ground. So this is the literal or etymological meaning of the word kufr, disbelief. Now let us see in Islam as a concept, it means the one who rejects Islam outrightly or any of the articles of faith in Islam. For instance, one who does not believe in oneness of God, Allah as the supreme authority, as the creator, as the cherisher, as the sustainer, as the sovereign, sole sovereign authority, is disbeliever. Number two, who doesn't believe in the angels is a disbeliever. One who doesn't believe in all the prophets sent by God, including Prophet Muhammad as the final prophet, the last prophet, is a disbeliever. And one who doesn't believe in the scriptures sent by God originally to the prophets from time to time, and the Holy Quran as the last and the final scripture, is also a disbeliever. One who doesn't believe in the day of judgment, the day of resurrection, is also a disbeliever. One who doesn't believe in the concept of predestination or qaza or qadr is also a disbeliever. Then one who doesn't believe in God, but God's message or His commandments or His injunctions, His decrees, is also a disbeliever. Even one rejects one of His verses. God has sent the Holy Quran, the scripture. There are 6,236 verses of the Holy Quran. If anybody doesn't believe in even a single verse, rejects to believe in that, he is a disbeliever. Same way, one who rejects the message of the Prophet, in his capacity as a prophet, as a messenger, whatever he delivers, whatever practices, if anybody rejects that, is a disbeliever. Then anybody who makes fun of God or the messenger or his scriptures or his symbols and signs, it is a disbeliever. One who hates God, his messengers, his scriptures, is a disbeliever. So there are different manifestations of denial of God. In fact, denial of messenger is a denial of God. Denial of day of judgment is a denial of God. This is disbelief or unbelief. Now, what are the consequences of this? First of all, why a man should disbelieve? He disbelieves because of arrogance, his ego, his conceit. Out of vanity, out of conceit, out of arrogance, man disbelieves. Out of prejudice, man disbelieves. The bogey of the ancestors, which he follows blindly, because of that he disbelieves. Or he is deeply engrossed in, false notion of life, false beliefs, etc. He is a bigot and he is not, in a position to come out of his bigotry, to follow the truth, to see the truth. He shuts his eyes, his reason, his intellect, to see the light of truth. He will not follow, he will not accept the truth, Islam. Now, the point is, man has been created by God. The one who rejects or doesn't believe in God, he should know that how can he reject God? How can he disbelieve? Because he is created by God. How can he reject that? His life is a gift of God, is a blessing of God. The wealth he possesses, the health he possesses, the beautiful, wonderful world around him, everything that he sees with his eyes. Yet, how can he reject that? A man cannot reject even a simple pen without a creator, without a maker, without a company. He is willing to accept, yes, every pen every small thing has a creator, a maker, but how he rejects the creator of himself, the creator of the universe, the beautiful world around him, because this is his ignorance. Kufr or disbelief is the greatest ignorance of man. Then number 2, God has gifted man beautiful body, the finest body among all the creatures. So how can he be ungrateful to God, his creator, who has given him such a beautiful body among all the creatures? And he has been gifted with so many faculties of reason, of speech, of knowledge, etc., etc., and so wonderful faculties, known to him and unknown to him. How can he ignore these gifts of God, and yet he fails to recognize the one who has given all this to him? Then thirdly, if he sees around, everything is created for him, to serve him, there will be terrible consequences of disbelief. What are that? God says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كُفَّارٌ أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَيْهِمْ لَعْنَةُ اللَّهِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةِ وَالنَّاسِ أَجْمَعِينَ. Those who disbelieve and die disbelieving or rejecting Islam, rejecting God, the true God, upon them will be the curse of Allah, upon them will be the curse of angels, and the curse of entire mankind. Now, what does it mean? Curse is, in fact, the imprecation. Curse is the malediction. Because he has been, a rebel to God. Not believing is a rebellion. Not believing is the sense of ingratitude. Being ungrateful to God, the Creator. He has to face the consequences of his disbelief. Now, what are the consequences? Individually, man has to suffer from the consequences. Here, he will lose sight of truth. His soul can't be illuminated. His vision, his sense of morality, and his way of life will not be on right path, on straight path, illuminated by God. He will chart out his own course of life that will be deviated from truth, that will be deviated from morality, from all the divine principles of equality, justice, truthfulness, etc., etc. Then the society which is based upon disbelief or unbelief is also a society which, in fact, in confrontation with nature and the universe. Everything in nature believes in God, submits to the will of God. The one who doesn't believe in God, in fact, he confronts everything that believes in God. The whole nature believes in God. And thus the society based upon disbelief has the attitude of conquering nature, which is hostile attitude. In fact, if the society has a belief, then it will have the concept of compatibility, harmony with nature. And then these people, those individuals, or such a society will go to hellfire. Well, they will live permanently, which will be their abode.